So generally, stored positions are also called as named blocks. Named blocks. And so in order to use the code repeatedly, we keep the logic in stored procedure with a name. Is it? In order to use code repeatedly, okay, code or logic repeatedly. So then we use stored procedures. Okay. So if you are using stored procedures, so we will be having reusability. Is it? We are going to use stored procedure for reusability purpose. Reusability purpose. Okay. So what are the types of stored procedures which we see in Oracle? Types. Okay. So what are the types we see in stored procedures? First one is procedure, procedure, function, function, package, package, and the other one is trigger. Okay. So what are the stored procedure types? Procedures, functions, packages, and trigger. Okay. Now we will see each one. So first one, procedures. Procedures. So, so why we use procedure? Procedure is nothing but okay. It's a collection of SQL statements. Collection of statements which may or may not okay, it's a collection of SQL statements which may or may not have written. Okay, that means a procedure will have print or will not have print statement. It's like you can use procedure for execution of any logic without any written value. Okay, so what is procedure? Procedure is a collection of SQL statements which may or may not have written value. Okay, in some procedures we will be having written value, but in some procedures we will not use written value as well. Okay, so that's why I said may or may not have written value. Okay, now we will have a simple procedure. I will create a simple procedure. Create a procedure, procedure, procedure name. So simply like display text procedure. So I'm just creating a display text procedure with one variable. Without variable also I can create. So okay. So I'm just creating a procedure, sample procedure. So create procedure, procedure name is. So I'm not defining any variables, declaring any variables. Begin. So begin. So same print statement here I'm giving. DBMS output dot put underscore line. Put underscore line. So what you will write? My first PLSQL procedure. This is the display test I am going to give. And the logic. It is a simple procedure which prints the text. Okay, which prints the text. So simply see, I'm running this. So there is already object with the same name. So simply I will change the procedure name as txt. Okay, so now I have created a procedure with simple print statement. dbms output dot put line. So now see, procedure display text is created, compiled. Okay, how can you execute procedure? Simply you can use in SQL prompt. This is called SQL prompt, no? So in SQL prompt, how can you execute a procedure? Simply you will use a command called execute. Execute your procedure name. So this after creating, you can execute your procedure. See, your procedure output is displayed directly. So anytime if you execute this procedure is going to give the given print statement. Is it understood? So what we did here, we created a program, simple print statement, and we given a name to that logic. So here our logic is to print this value. That's all. So how you are executing it? By using execute keyword. Got it? Yes. So simply execute procedure name. So this you run when you are directly running the procedure. You can also use the short form also. Execute procedure name. Okay. So this also gives the. You can also call the procedure in the anonymous block also. So anonymous block means in begin end also you can call the procedure. But here simply you will call with the procedure name. That's all. You will not use execute again. So simply I am calling the logic in PLSQL block by using the procedure name itself. See, simply I kept a procedure name between begin and end. So what it is going to display? It is going to display the name given. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is how we create a procedure with the name given to it. That means you are creating a procedure is nothing but you are giving a name to the block what you have written. Is it? So this is simple procedure without any variables you used. With only print statement, we created one procedure.
Yes.
Okay. Now coming to, I will use one variable in the procedure and I will call that variable. At runtime, I am going to give the values so that the same procedure what I am seeing, I'm changing it. Okay. Simply I will change the name display. Procedure same thing. But here I am going to use a variable here. So simply saying that we varchar 2 of some 1000 I am giving. So what happens now at runtime you can pass your value. No need of the constant value. Simply v I am going to print. See now one more procedure I am building. Okay. Is this any symbol we kept? Yeah. Okay, got it. So here what I am doing, we varchar2 generally simply we will give the variable. That's no need of giving. Okay, name already exists. So for that purpose, what we do is we can also use create or replace. What happens? So the syntax of procedure is you can also replace the existing logic behind. If the procedure is already there, you can replace the existing logic by using the keyword create or replace. If you write create, if the same procedure is there, it will ask you that procedure is already there. But if you use create or replace, what happens? The old procedure will be replaced with this logic. Okay. So simply I'm running this. Okay. So what is our message? See, display text compiled. Now no errors. So now see. Okay. Now see. Now how to execute in SQL prompt? You can use it simply exec display. But here this we are having a variable given so that you can pass values here. In this procedure, you can pass values. So here simply you can pass any text. My PLSQL block. Simply this text is going to print. This text is going to print. Now you see your output. See, whatever you have written here, it is going to print. Is it? Simply Oracle, if I want to print Oracle PLSQL, it is going to print. Clear? So that means now you created a procedure with some input you can give at runtime. Is it? At runtime, you can pass a value to your procedure. That value is going to print. Is it? So you have seen a constant procedure with the same value printing every time. And you can see a procedure with runtime value, what you want to pass, you are going to print. Clear? Any doubt till here?
No, sir.
Okay. Now coming to procedure types. Procedure types. So we have in parameter procedure. Okay. Out parameter procedure. So and in out parameter procedure. Okay. So what are the procedure types? In parameter procedure, out and in out. So first we see in parameters. So the above example is also for in parameter only actually. But here I just say you that we can pass anything means you are inputting some value to the variable. Okay. But what is the basic syntax of giving in parameter? I will show you now. Now coming to in parameter procedure. So here create or replace. Now I am going to create a add procedure. See, create or replace procedure. So my procedure name is add underscore p. I'm giving the procedure name as add underscore p. So here in my procedure, I am going to use two input variables. So x. So for input variable, we use a keyword called in. X in data type. But no need to mention in also. We can also mention simply variable space data type. So this also treated as in parameter. You can give this. This is the standard thing. But you can also give like this way. This also treated as in parameter. So now I have provided to my procedure how many parameters? Two parameters. What are the parameters I used here? Both are in parameter. You can mention in. You can no need to mention in also. It will also treat like in parameter. Okay. So but I have shown you two ways. You can mention in or without in also you can mention in parameter. Clear? So now is. So after is what you write is nothing but it's a declarative session in the named block. So here in declarative session, I want to declare one variable which I need to use in the program. So this is called local variable of that procedure. Why? Because you are going to use this variable within the block. So what is your logic actually? Z equal to x plus y. Simply addition now I am doing. Z equal to x plus y. So what I want to print here? So dbms output dot put underscore line, and you can say, okay, addition of two numbers. Okay, you can make it meaningful by printing the values. So you want to print x also, use x, comma. You want to print y also, use y. Okay, use y. And you want to print equal. Okay, and then pipe symbol. What is the value you want to print? Z, because you use that variable z for addition. Is it? Now end your logic. So here what you did actually, anonymous block also you wrote the logic the same way. But here the header session is the additional thing which we are adding. So you are keeping a name to the complete logic what we have written. So now run it. So what procedure add p is compiled. So now how can you execute your procedure? I said in SQL prompt, that is this is the SQL prompt. How can you execute? Execute add p, and you can pass the values. So for example, I want 34 comma 56. Okay, now run it. Addition of two numbers 34 56 is 90. Okay, and you can also use directly in PLSQL block. So you can also execute procedure in PLSQL block also. PLSQL anonymous block we call without name. So if you write anything between begin end, that is called anonymous block. Okay, that is called PLSQL block. Simply you can write here, you can call directly the procedure name. Is it? So you take other numbers here. So 234, 789. So what is the answer? So you'll get the addition of two numbers 1023. Clear about in parameter procedure? Okay. So how we write the in parameter procedure? Simply two parameters I am using with in parameter. In parameter we can specify without in, or we can directly give the data type. These two parameters are treated as in parameter. Now coming to the next type, out parameter. Out parameter. Okay. Same program I will use out parameter in this same program. Okay. Instead of using local variable, see out parameter is nothing but for out parameter definitely you need to mention z, that means out you need to mention, because for in by default it is a in parameter, but for out parameter you need to use a keyword called out and the data type. Okay, now anyhow I mentioned as a out parameter, no? Okay, I will not use local variable. Okay, so now see everything is same. I'm just running this. So what happened now? The procedure treat like procedure 1 2 this one. So now run it. Your procedure 2 is compiled. Now how to execute? Execute, add P2. Here how many parameters we are passing? 3 parameters. 12 comma 34 comma. But here what is our out parameter? Out parameter is which is going to print the value. That means you need to pass here the variables. Okay. So then in SQL prompt, how we run the out parameter? That is the question. SQL prompt means the present worksheet. I want to run the procedure directly. So for that purpose, first we need to declare a variable. So where? So in SQL prompt, how we declare directly is use var n number. Okay. So now one more variable I am taking var n number. Run it first. So variable n is declared with number. Okay. N. So now as it is a variable, okay, so I can use colon n because this parameter is going to what you did. This parameter is going to get the addition of these two numbers. Why? Because in our z variable you are passing the value x plus y. As it's out variable, this variable will pick the data. It will not give the data. It will pick the data. So in this variable, I declared another variable and I am using that variable so that my n will be having the value 12 plus 34. Okay. Now run this execute command. See, anyhow, you have the print statement. It is printing, but your n is also having the same value 46. How to print that one? So in SQL prompt, you will use print statement to print any variable value. So now see, simply print n. Now if you run it, so what is the value of n? 46. So here what we did actually, we declared a output variable in our parameter list.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this output variable means the value is going to pick from the program.
Okay.
Input variable is what? You are providing the value to the program. That means input is nothing but you are giving the value into the logic. Output is nothing but you are picking out the value from the logic. And that value you can print it in SQL prompt by using print statement. And when you are passing that value, use colon actually in SQL prompt. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So now the same thing I can do in PLSQL block also. See how I will do PLSQL block. So in PLSQL block, if you want to declare variable, what we will use? Declare command. So simply declare n number. Okay. In PLSQL block begin, so we can directly call our procedure no without any execute command. The same thing we will use here. That's all. But here no need of this bind variable. This we will call as bind variable. But no need in PLSQL block. You can directly call with the variable name. Is it? So now run it, end it. And here in this, I want to print the n. We will use what? DBMS output output dot put underscore line. What you want to print? N. Okay, now run it. See, the procedure is giving you the value and the n value is also printed. Is it? Understood? Why? Because in our procedure we wrote this logic. But now our output parameter value is also 46. Why? Because our output value is pulling the addition of two numbers. Understood? Why? Because in the
Yes, sir.
logic, what we have written, z equal to x plus y. So, but what is z? Z is a output parameter. In place of z, I have given my own variable. Is it? So
Yes,
that
sir.
variable is picking the value from the logic. Understood about the out parameter clearly?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Now coming to the next type, in-out parameter. Okay, in-out parameter. In-out parameter. Okay, so what is the use of in-out parameter is, see, you can do both actions by using in-out parameter. You can pass the value into the program. You can pick the value from the program by using in-out parameter. Okay, so that we will see here. Create or replace, create or replace procedure. Okay, create or replace procedure. So same procedure I am taking add P3. Okay, and in this procedure, now I will take two variables from it. One is normal in variable, and another one is y. I am taking both in out. So what is the syntax for in out is simply you will use in and out keyword, in out number. So this parameter is called in out parameter. That means this parameter will pass the value into the variable and pull the value from the program. Okay, that you will see now practical. Okay, so here begin the logic, the same logic only again. But here you will use the same value x y and you will add x plus y because you are passing the value x y and you are pulling the output to x plus y into y only. Why? Because y will perform both actions. It will, you can pass value into the y and you can pull value to the y. Okay. So now I want to print y. How to write? So dbms output dot put underscore line. Okay, simply y I am printing. No need of any statement here like addition of two numbers. Simply y I am printing. Okay, and the logic. Simple logic this one. But here you need to concentrate how the in-out parameter going to work. So now run it. Your procedure is completed. Addition procedure, simple addition procedure. So procedure P3 is compiled. That means there is no error here. Now in SQL prompt, how you will run? First in SQL prompt, I will show you. Out procedure, first we need to declare variable. Yes, number. Okay. So what happened? Your variable is declared. Now, in order to assign some value to S, so just now what we learned, select 45, for example, some other value, 99 into yes. So S is a bind parameter. So yes from dual. Okay, but how to execute this in SQL execute? So now your bind parameter will be with 99. So first cross check it whether it is 99 or not. Print yes. Yes, now you got in yes 99. Now use execute procedure, add, what is your procedure name? Add P3, so pass 99, one more, for example, 98 comma, the bind parameter, which is out parameter, in out parameter. So you're passing 99 into the program and on a whole, you are again pulling the addition of two numbers from the program. Now from the program, it is printing 197. But whether we will check our print yes again. So 197. Clear now?
Yes, sir. Yeah, got it.
Yeah, maybe in last execution we missed this execution maybe. Okay, but now it is telling you can use any sort of variable. There is not particular n or like that. Okay,
Okay, sir.
but from SQL prompt also you can run out in out parameter procedure. Is it?
Okay, sir. Yeah.
But I will use PLSQL block to run in out procedure.
Sir, but mostly in we'll use PLSQL block only, right?
Yes, yes. Mostly we'll use PLSQL block.
So no need to use this SQL prompt.
Yeah, sometimes if you want to manually check your procedure,
Okay, okay, yeah, I understood. Yeah,
okay, you can
yeah.
use this. So that's why learning this also important,
Yes, sir. Yeah.
because every time your program you need to cross check, you need to test it with a
Yes, sir. Yeah.
different value. So if you learn SQL prompt, it makes your testing easy.
Okay,
Okay,
sir. Mhm.
you can also write a PL/SQL block. That is also easy. So what you need to begin and here you need to declare it because you learned anonymous blocks.
Yes,
First
sir. Yeah.
declare a variable. So it is very easy compared to that one. So yes, a number here itself you will assign value.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, and simply you can use direct procedure ad underscore p3. So directly you can use procedure name and what are the values you want 23 comma directly yes you can give. Okay, you can print the statement here. What is your statement dbms output dot put underscore line and you want to print the yes one. Okay, now run it. 23 plus 34. So 57. So this 57 is from the program itself because we have the program with print statement. That means
Yes, sir.
you can remove the print statement also in the program because anyhow we can print yes means you can remove it. But from the program you are getting 57 and you can manually that means you are again printing the yes from this block. So that
Yes, sir.
57 also you got it. Clear about out procedure?
Yes, sir. Yeah.